Hi, everybody. Welcome back to 10K Heroes, live stream to help end pediatric cancer, blood cancer specifically. For the next 2 hours, we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Let's go around and just kind of introduce ourselves and who's sitting on the couches.
Amazing. Oh, hi, guys. My name is Erica Lindbeck. I am a voice actress. I voice Luna in Hell of a Boss, Futaba Sakura in Persona 5. I voiced Daki in Demon Slayer, Jessie in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and a few others. And I also love to play D&D. So this is great for me. And I also would like to end children's cancer. So this is so good for me. I'm so happy to be here.
Trevor, go ahead and introduce yourself after I've already introduced you.
Okay. I'm Trevor Duval, also a voice actor. I played lots of people, Rocket Raccoon on Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Emperor Palpatine on all the Lego Star Wars stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yes. So all kinds of stuff. I'm a longtime gamer. In fact, longtime gamer. Happy to be here. Happy to help out.
Mm-hmm.
How am I doing this?
You're doing great, right as you are.
You're so good. You're perfect.
I work with microphones all the time.
You can do no wrong on your birthday, Julie.
Oh, there it is.
Happy
That's
birthday,
it.
Julie Nathanson. We love you so much.
Thank you. I love you too. You guys are so sweet. I'm Julie Nathanson. I've been doing voices for a long time. Probably best known as Samantha Maxis in the Call of Duty series of games. Chocolina, if you like your Final Fantasies. Briar in League of Legends. And animated, I play Cruz in Hot Wheels Let's Race. Just lots of stuff. And I too would like to help end childhood blood cancers, and all cancers and all bad things.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I'm JP Karliak. I am a animation voice actor, primarily known for being Morph in X-Men 97, Green Goblin in Spidey and His Amazing Friends.
Whoa.
That's where I know your voice
cool.
from.
Oh my God.
And Gargamel and Razamel in the upcoming Smurfs movie with Rihanna.
Oh my God. That's so cool.
And his birthday is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
What? Who said that? That's so weird.
Opposite Mother's Day.
Oh, stealing your thunder.
I know. We do that all the time to each other. But my mom's in town actually, and she's watching from home. Hi, Mom. And also, let's end children's cancer. My character today is a. No, I'm not going to say what their name is.
Oh, okay.
But just as a behind the scenes, I've moved the letters around. It's one of my good friends from high school who passed away from cancer when we were teenagers. So this is important to me. So
I love that.
My guy's named after her.
Aww.
Amazing.
Actually, I wanted to say fun fact. My partner passed away from cancer a few years ago, and Julie helped me find my grief counselor. And she's been so integral to my healing. And so, I love you. You're great. So, yeah.
I love you too, Erica. Very much.
Happy to be here. Honored to be nominated.
We started the tears before the story.
I know.
As a reminder to everyone, please head to the description and click on the donation link to donate to this wonderful charity that we're partnering with the LLS. The venture that we're running today will be based off the themes of what we're having a charity about. Childhood cancer. If that's your trigger warning for this story, I think we're ready to get in. Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm David Carmichael.
Who are you?
The Game Master.
The hell are you?
I am not a voice actor. I am a video editor. I have a D&D channel, Fables D20, and that's my shout out there. Woo! And I just really love D&D. It kind of saved me. It brought me back to my childhood love going to the Renaissance Festival with my dad every weekend. Growing up, I was losing that side of me. And when I got into D&D, it was this little, beautiful, warm place in my heart that I just need to protect and grow. Catherine just donated Cavadini. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your last name. Thank you so much.
Yay!
So let's dive in, everybody. This is my cheat sheet.
Love that.
In the fantastical world of Aida, during the second dawn, on the tallest branch of the tallest tree in a lush forest against the backdrop of a pink dusk sky, sits a little blue-feathered bird, sleeping. It stretches its wings like a child waking up from slumber, and you notice it's not a bird after all. It's a tiny little person the size of a book with big feathery wings. They dive, going through the tree, the sequoia branches, red oak, and green moss, and pink leaves. It's going swoosh right by every single branch, and then it banks, soaring over the wild, the great big forest of Aida, the place where spirits and monsters exist. It crosses over a freshwater river, skimming its feet across the surface. A giant salmon jumps out to get it, but is caught by a brown owl bear. The spirit continues to fly. It crosses the tree line over acres of farmland, passing by a rustic windmill. It starts to go over a humble little village where there are dozens, maybe hundreds of people filling the street. But these are not residents. They're neighbors from other villages. They are all here to meet the great priestess. They are all carrying their children, all asleep, unresting. It feels like they're all cursed. In the rustic barn great hall, lit by candlelight, it is just overpacked by dozens upon dozens of people of various types. We have orcs, we have dwarves, we have humans, half-elves. Among this kind of chaos of people needing help and healers trying to tend to them, there are two temporary nurses running back and forth as fast as they can, trying to be helpful. This is our wizard and our thief for the game. Erica, can you please describe your character?
Absolutely. My name is Detective Thief. Yes, Theef. I hail from the city of Braymore, and I am wearing a brown herringbone suit with brown Oxfords. My bluish white hair, very long, is pulled back into a French braid that hangs down my back. And I am an air djinn, which sort of, the clothing I'm wearing is not what you would consider typical for someone that would consider themselves like of the air, of the atmosphere elements. I don't feel super connected to the elements. But I have been hired by, and just to clarify, this malady has taken over multiple cities, correct? This is
multiple
not
villages.
Multiple
yeah.
villages. Sorry,
Yeah.
villages. Yes. So I typically deal in more mortal concrete issues like who's cheating on who. The nobles of Braymore. They get up to some stuff. But their children have started to be affected. Do we have a name for this malady that
We don't have a name for it.
Okay.
Yet.
This mysterious illness.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have now been hired, and I am to come to the city of Honeybrook and help out and try and figure out what's going on here. So yeah. So I've come and I'm doing my best. I've come with my wizard friend who is named
Yes. Well, my name is Lionel Gildenhall, human, a middle-aged fellow. If you've ever seen the Guns of Navarone, just picture David Niven. That's basically what I'm going for, yeah? Yes, blue cloak, bit of investigator, actually, interested in coming to this village to try and help the problems going on with my friend, Detective Thief. Wonderful name. Yes. Wearing, as I said, blue cloak, holding the staff, sort of the classic wizard type, except without the big beard, but rather just, as I said, sort of the dapper mustache of the rather prim and proper type. There we go. Wizard, at your service.
You two are doing your best to help every parent. You are keeping track of names of children, symptoms, and at the moment, two tan skin, half elven parents, probably farmers, step in carrying their young child. Help! Somebody! We were told to come here. Our angel, he's not waking up. Is there anyone who can help us? You spot a dark-skinned half-elf woman with black robes, beautiful curls, with a sun and moon on her chest. She spots them, turns to you two and go, "Hey, you two! Check in with them, see if what we can do."
Duh. Okay.
Yes, I'm afraid this isn't exactly my area of expertise, but
Not mine either, unfortunately. I usually work in the dark.
As the healer half-elf woman walks by and goes, "Remember, support, empathy, okay?" And then she quickly runs off to check in on another child.
well, shall we? Walk over.
Are you healers?
Unfortunately, I'm not.
Okay. Where do we go? I need help with. We don't know what to do. We were told to come here.
Try and calm down, my good friend. Can you explain the circumstances? Can you tell us the symptoms of what's going on here?
She describes the symptoms exactly as you've been catching all the other children. They are sleeping, their eyes shut. If you open their eyes are darting. They're sweating. And even though there's a lot of energy being spent in their bodies moving their eyes, they clearly feel weak and limp.
Was there anything unusual that has happened in this village recently that might have caused this condition? Do you know of anything at all?
No, it was just the last full moon, and we tucked our angel into bed, and then they wouldn't wake up.
Full moon, you say? It started on the night of full moon?
Yeah.
Interesting. I write it down in my notebook.
You write that down. Go ahead and give me dexterity checks to see if you guys can find a bed.
Great. So we're essentially triage nurses.
Yep.
Am I rolling a d20?
You're rolling a d20 plus your dex modifier.
That is going to be a 14.
14?
10.
As our wizard is discussing the symptoms and the possible causes of the curse to these children, our detective thief, you with a 14 do spot a bed.
Great. So I'm relatively, it's a child. I'll pick the child up and say,
It's about 9 years old.
Great. I'll find him a bed. I'll be right back. And Trev, what was your character's name? I'm sorry.
Lionel Gildenhall.
Lionel.
Call me Lionel Gildenhall.
Oh, the whole name?
No space bar.
Lionel Gildenhall.
It's like Russian.
I love it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would say as I'm carrying this child to the bed, I think I just feel very out of my element, haha. And in times of great confusion for me, I don't feel very connected to my ancestry. But I think I always, whenever I'm feeling really, really lost, I'll usually try to listen to the wind a little bit and see if I can glean anything, if there's anything, any direction I'm being pushed or any like little whisper of something. I try so hard because I'm just at a loss and I don't know how to help.
Yeah, so when you grab the child and bring him to the bed, the parents do follow. As you listen to the wind trying to find help.
Maybe there's an open window or something. I don't know if they're trying to air.
There is absolutely an open window, and you see the fluttering of a blue spirit go right by. And you can look through another window and you see it fly by. As you gently put down the child, this has gotten your attention. and through the open door, you see it fly further downtown. And just as your focus is on that, right next to where your focus is, you see Lionel the wizard. The healer, the elf that I described earlier, comes up, places their hand gently on your shoulder and goes, the great priestess, she needs you. She asked for you and Detective Thief, I believe.
Yes, that's my name.
Oh my gosh, you're right here. Hi.
I'm very quick. Sneaky. That's my whole thing.
Oh, okay, good.
Don't let the suit fool you. It's a stretch suit. It's a stretch material. Oh, I can go
that is
as far down or...
convenient.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes, the great priestess needs you.
Downtown, perhaps?
I believe she said she's over by the end of the main road by the watchtower.
Watchtower. And I don't know this city. I've never been here before.
But it's the main road in. You've definitely see the watchtower.
This is a small town, yeah.
It's
or village,
so
sorry.
small.
They're all villages.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, then.
All right, I gently tuck the child into the bed. I cast him a forlorn glance. Sad that I can't do anything, and then I look at Lionel Gildenhall.
I will say to the parents too, in my best approximation of compassion, but it's not really my strong suit. Rest assured, we're doing everything we can to come to find an answer why this happened. I assure you, we will do everything in our power to find some solution to your children's problems.
And, and as he's babbling on, I'm just walking out, and I grab the back of his robes and just start pulling him out after me.
Comedically, as that's happening, you do know, Lionel, that when you're saying that to those parents, all the other parents in this room, dozens upon dozens, catch what your words, and you leave the Great Hall, leaving hope.
I will turn to the detective as we're on our way to the tower and say, these people are desperate. I do hope that this priestess has brought someone who has the power to be able to help them in a way that I certainly can't.
I do as well. I feel completely useless. It's a horrible feeling.
I think the best thing we can do is try and track down the culprit of this. There must be a source, and if we can find the source, perhaps we can find a cure.
Hard when it's invisible, but air is invisible, and it's real. Wind is invisible, and it's also real. I just stare off into the distance.
As you stare off, we move with your glance into the distance. We move to the watchtower. I couldn't memorize this because I'm so busy doing tech directing.
How could you?
I'm sorry.
I feel vilely cheated.
Trevor and I have been running scenes all night.
You see 3 standing wooden legs, each angled like a compass, forming a towering tripod. This is our watchtower. Nestled in its shadows is a timber cottage with a single crooked chimney. Stepping outside, from the firelight, under the twilight sky, is an earth djinn, an elemental person made of sandstone, amethyst hair, and moonstone gem eyes. This is the Great Priestess. At her side stands her trusted and longtime acolyte in training, our priest. But also, next to them is our fighter, the town's guard. Near the warm fireplace inside, though, lies the child of our protector, resting, unrestful, unwakening. Can our priest and fighter introduce themselves?
I turn to my priestess and I just double check that it's okay for me to speak now, and she nods.
She nods.
She nods. Yes. My name is Sherbert Toasty Pants. Sherbert like sherbet and toasty like roasty and pants like pants. I'm a younger dwarf. I am a dwarf. I've said that before. And I had I was not born into this. I didn't I didn't have diamond eyes when I was born. I have them now. I have them now because I am a dwarf priest. And they were bestowed upon me by the priestess. And I look up at the priestess and she nods to tell me that I'm correct, as if I could have forgotten how I got my eyeballs, which is not possible because I was there when it happened.
When you describe that, you see the softest, most loving and caring grandmother smile.
This calms me. Very few things calm me. Every so often, if it drizzles, I see rainbows because my eyes are prisms, and then I get distracted. And so I look around, and then I remember I'm calm again, and then I keep telling my story like I'm doing. I'm still talking now. I'll stop talking. So I'm a little young for a person of my ability. I've been training very, very hard, and I dedicated my whole life to becoming a priest after I lost my older sister. She had some curse came over her. We don't know what happened, but it was very sad. And I promised her that I would do everything in my power to help eradicate the curse for everyone. It wasn't just for my sister, but I still feel bad that I wasn't able to do it myself. She had been training to become a priest, but she passed before she was able to do that. So I work to heal in her honor, but for all.
That's so beautiful.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. May I meet? Okay. Hello. What is your name?
My name is Detective Thief.
Oh, hello, Detective Thief.
I'm from Braymore.
Hello, Braymore, Detective Thief.
You speaking, the elder priest goes, "You're so quiet."
I am quite sneaky. It's kind of my thing. Stretch suit. That's the key.
Stretch suit.
And this...
JP?
I am Athor Donatin. I am a Goliath orc from what is known in the vulgar tongue as Mount Frost Squall. I have been the village guard of this area for some time.
And my look is
Oh, I forgot to do my look.
fit is
my Luke.
banging.
He's huge, huge green orc. Very, very humbly dressed, but he does have a top knot ponytail that has like a gold clasp around it. That's very intricately designed. And his giant tusky teeth have some like intricate runage carved into them. But other than that, those are the only signs of perhaps a higher nobility than his dress would indicate. Yeah.
Lore.
I do not trust these religious figures. My son has been sick for some time, and no healers, no sour potions, no tossing of bird bones has healed him. I remain skeptical, but my job is to protect them, and I will.
Your child is suffering the same malady as everyone else, is that correct?
I feel he is. He is very tired, weak, and he will not open his eyes.
There must be a connection. This obviously can't be a coincidence. One of the villagers mentioned something about the night of the full moon. That might be a place where we are to start, but I seem to be getting ahead of myself. Priestess, is it? You summoned us. My name is Lionel Gildenhall, and I stand at your side.
Oh, good. Lionel, what was your name? I'm sorry. I'm really busy tending to a lot of children right now.
9?
Yes.
Oh, Detective Thief.
Detective Thief. Okay. Well, I need all four of you to help me with what's happening with the children. Though I can tend to most of them, I need to ask of you an impossible task. I need you to visit the shrine of the great spirit Mother Wild. And she turns to her acolyte, and she hands you her redwood oak staff. If ideally, you can speak to her using this. She should listen because you have my staff, hopefully. And do please remember to give an offering of some kind. Otherwise, it would be very rude to a spirit. And it's the way to the shrine. I know you haven't been there yet, but basically what you need to do is you need to travel into the wild. Take the forest trail right off the road and find a place that not even the moon can find itself. You must get lost in the wild, and you will find her shrine.
Do you mean like physically lost? Like, is this like an emotion? Is this like a metaphor? Like emotionally lost? Like what?
For a moment, she just looks at you as a priest.
Like, why would you make this more difficult for us to do? Like, you're trying to, like, I need concrete.
I just follow the rules that the spirits lay down.
Okay. I've overstepped.
I get very excited because I am wildborn anyway, and also this is so what. One of the things that I forgot to tell you is I'm rather small, even for a dwarf. I'm actually like 4'5", which is unusual. But I have a lot of strength. I only use it in the best circumstances, and I have armor. My armor is green, and it's actually covered with some moss, so that I can blend in when I'm in the wild. So I can't wait to go there, and we'll blend in, and we'll do some stuff and find some spirits.
And speaking of stuff, what precisely is the purpose of this visit? Can this spirit help us deduce the cause of this malady?
Yeah, absolutely. Can everyone roll a wisdom check? While you guys roll that wisdom check, I just want to thank everybody who's been donating. And Chris Govira, thank you so much for donating.
Yeah, 220.
Peter Comlong, I'm sorry. Brycetown. Alicia Loram. Allie, thank you so much. I love you. That's my wonderful wife. What were your guys' rolls?
A 2.
Beautiful.
An 8.
An 8. So good.
Mine is an 11.
Perfect.
I have Mythborn, which gives me advantage on rolls regarding the history, lore, or status for problem.
Wonderful. Did you roll with advantage?
Let me do it right now. And we've got, oh my goodness, a whopping 4. Even with 2. Okay.
Wow.
Julie.
Yes, hello. Excuse me, my name is Sherbert.
Sherbert.
Sherbert. You can call me
Sherbert.
Bert if you want to call
I'll
me
get
Bert.
into a voice too. Sherbert.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
So, yes, Mother Wild will be able to help. She is the great spirit of all the forests in the world. She, just like you, I am Wildborn, and through my training, I was taught under the Mother Wild. She helps us catch our fish. She helps us grow our farms. Without her, we quite well probably not exist. So, she should have answers. This is her land, and we borrow it. Again, remember, offer something. Don't be rude. Be careful with bargains.
I'm so good at those.
You can try. My teacher tried. I've never seen her since. Go ahead.
I apologize for interrupting, Priestess. With said offering, is it part of the adventure that I don't know, or can you tell us what kind of offering Mother Wild likes? Because I don't know if she likes muffins. Does she like muffins?
She might like a muffin.
I
don't know what flavor.
Okay.
We just got another donation. Hannah Martin, thank you so much for donating. And I believe there was one more. Okay, thank you very much. guys, thank you so much for supporting this stream. You guys can be real heroes by helping real kids by donating. Okay. So I need to go. I see the healers coming from the Great Hall quickly. That's not a good sign. Okay. Take the trail through the forest. Make sure you have a light. It won't go well if you don't. All right. She turns and leaves you at the end of the main road, a few feet away from the trail that leads into the forest that usually parents tell their kids not to go in. Kids love going in there. Do you all accept your quest and light a torch?
Yes.
Of course.
I'm a little scared. I'm not a magic user, so going into the forest is a little, or the wild is...
Yes,
Our orc friend have any weapons on him by any chance?
I do. I carry a war hammer.
I trust you know how to use that. I expect.
I hammer with it.
Well, that would suffice, I should think. Excellent.
I have a dagger, Lionel Gildenhall, you know this, and arrows. I can do a thing. I could do something.
Do you have a bow with those arrows? Yes, you do.
I do. I also have a bow. I just have arrows that I can hurl at people. Yes, I have things. I could help. I could ostensibly be helpful.
I have any reason to suspect that we might encounter some sort of foul play in a dark forest, but that it is.
I do have spells which should be obvious, but I do have a sword, but it is small. What you can't tell is that it is retracted because I didn't want to trip on it because I'm small. So, but I can make it go really big if I just go like, and it just goes, and then it. So that's one thing I have, and I have other stuff.
That's fun.
Yeah.
A man I once worked for. His wife was cheating on him, unfortunately, but he had a cane that could do that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he had something else that retracted, but I didn't understand.
Oh my god. That's where you went with that.
I don't, it was very quick
right.
in my head. I say whatever comes into my brain.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Just learning.
Yeah.
Full data points.
We are wasting time.
My
let's go.
apologies. Okay.
I wish to get on with another to see what this supernatural being will fail my child once more. Let us go.
I have the faith that you do not.
Great.
Well, but all that? What?
Did you say we could only have one torch at a time?
One torch at a time. Who lights it?
I'll light it.
You take the lead.
Ah! Great. Let's get in there.
Stepping into the forest, the scent of damp leaves and soil rises. The burning light and smell of smoke should protect you from spirits for at least an hour. You hike around twisted branches, thick blankets of hanging moss and vines, and further you go into the wild. The more the trail disappears.
I have advantage on climbing and sneaking and stuff, and I can also jump to near in height. Is that my own height or?
Yeah, so like normal, like your high jump and long jump are supernaturally boosted.
Sick. Can I if the trail's starting to disappear, could I try to maybe jump up and look to survey the land a little bit, or is it so dense with trees?
It's super dense. The canopy is getting really thick. So if you want to jump, you absolutely can, and we can see what happens.
Okay, yeah, I'll try.
All right.
I'm just trying to be useful.
Absolutely. The person with the torch jumps up into the tree, leaving you all in darkness. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom check to see what happens.
Oh gosh. But I have advantage.
You have advantage.
Yes. So it's a 17. And that is 10.
Beautiful. 17.
Oh no, a 9, but 10, yeah. The
10?
17 doesn't matter. Because I have advantage.
Advantage. Yeah. Okay, so you jump up with the torch, you climb the branches, and you get past the canopy and you take a deep breath. You look around. Honeybrook is out of sight. So quick. You look around, it's endless canopy, endless trees. The astral sea fills the sky with stars. Selune the moon is at half mass.
I look at the moon and I whisper, "What did you do?"
But then, in the distance, you see it. You see a massive tree above the canopy, as tall as the Statue of Liberty, an umbrella of branches as wide to cover a football field.
Cool. Sick. So I can see the tree. How far away is it?
About 30 minutes away.
Great. And I'm assuming I'm adept enough with directions to go, okay, I know where we're going now.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. I say, sorry I left you in the dark down there. I'll be down in a second. I promise it was worth it. I found something really cool. It's a big tree. And I know where we need to go.
For yelling in the wild out loud, I'm going to have you roll on what's called the umbral clock.
No. Wait, no. Sneaking, I have advantage on hiding, sneaking.
Go ahead and roll a dex check straight, because it would be disadvantage for being out in the wild, essentially like in a dungeon.
Oh, no. 9 to 12.
12, you don't need to roll on the umbral clock. But everyone who was left in darkness, you do.
What do we roll for that?
JP, can you just roll a d6 for me?
Oh, my God. I've never been here before. I don't know how it works.
A 4.
A 4. The umbral clock starts at 20. You rolled a 4, it is now at 16. When the clock reaches 0, something will happen.
Oh, so you want low on that? Well, crud.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I mean, not that I...
I held off on that information on purpose.
How devious.
As the detective comes back down, I will say to the group,
It lights up. You guys are in light.
I land cool.
Cool. Yep.
Really cool.
Soft and cool.
Yeah.
And I say, that looked really cool.
And you'd think the ass of my pants would have ripped, but no.
And the
So
ass
cool.
of your
Stretch
pants
suit.
is fine. I was looking and I saw.
I am married. I have not looked.
Thank you. I found there's a big tree.
didn't the priest say that we were supposed to get lost? Wasn't that the idea? Did I misunderstand that?
You didn't see Honeybrook, and you were just in the middle of a forest. That doesn't make sense. Honeybrook should be right behind us. You think...
Methinks we are lost. I couldn't see Honeybrook when I went up into that tree. I
Oh, so-
saw...
Ironically, we're on the right track then, is what you're saying.
Well, sorry. Yes, I think so. I also saw the moon, and I gave it the what for.
Three, what say we make for it? With all haste, yes?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, my mom.
You can shout that out.
I love you, Mom. Thanks for the donation.
So our...
I love you, Erica's mom.
Erica's mom, thank you so much.
My mom's great.
Happy Mother's Day, early mom.
Happy early Mother's Day.
I called her this, or she called me this morning, and I was like, Happy Mother's Day. She goes, Erica, it's tomorrow. I was like, I'm so tired. Yeah.
All weekend long is your day.
Every
Yes.
day is Mother's.
Anyway, all right. So I do one of these, which doesn't make, I just like wind. Wind just makes me feel comfortable. So
When you do that, you can actually see your skin and muscles, which are made of vapor to a
Blue,
certain
yeah.
degree. So you can see the wind move your skin just a little bit, and even the muscles just a bit.
maybe the wild isn't so bad. Weirdly, I feel like weirdly comfy here, which is weird because I didn't
Which is
think
weird.
that I would. Weirdly comfy, which is so weird. Isn't that weird?
It's like
So-
somebody who's lived in the city for their whole life has finally made it to a forest and was like, wow, this is completely different.
Maybe this is like where I'm meant to be. Yeah, so start walking. I'm assuming I had a good beat on where we
You had
need
a
to go.
good beat, and your finger kind of moves, even though you kind of move your hand, it like a compass is staying put.
Oh, cool. Wow. Awesome. I know where we need to go.
I ask Detective Thief, do you know where we need to go, or are you concentrating on not knowing, which would be more lost-like?
That thing that you just said.
Okay, good. Then let's go where you go. But I do want to check to see if there are any spirits here.
Absolutely. You don't even have to roll for that. You're so in tune being Wildborn. On the distance around the tree, you see curious little frightened gremlins. And by gremlins, I mean the smallest little spirits like fairies. They're made of the breath of twilight.
They're so pretty.
And they just hang out with little huge eyes, but little tiny heads. They just look and wonder, who are these non-spirits getting lost in the woods at night?
I would like to quietly approach the gremlins
They skittishly back off a little bit.
Okay, so I back off a little bit too.
Okay.
And I make my movements as graceful as I can. Because when I'm around spirits, I'm a little bit more graceful.
Why is she dancing like that?
Because of faith, which you don't have yet, but you will. Shh. That's why I'm here with you. So I look at the gremlins and I just quietly whisper, "Is it safe?"
They make clicking noises rather than having a voice or a language that you can understand. And they look at each other very curiously. They're like, you can tell by their gestures, like, who the fuck is this? Sorry. But then they look at you. They get a presence of you from that you've been here for so long, and they see your staff. And they reach out to touch your finger.
I reach my
More of them start to try to meet up in the middle with their fingers together.
Can we see these spirits?
You are watching this happen.
So we can see the spirits.
Yeah, and you're looking at your torch like, time limit, and then she's doing this.
I reach out my hand, my finger, and just as we all touch our fingers together, I see this light, this little sparkly light. I don't know if anyone else can see it. It might be drizzling and it's a rainbow and I got distracted, but I don't know because it felt like something special.
Herbert, what are you doing?
With that light that you witness something special, the flame in your torch goes out.
It's supposed to last an hour.
Someone else have
Can
a
you
torch?
roll an umbral clock?
Sure. Is it just a D20?
It's a D6.
D6. Nice.
You want to roll low?
Great. Which I haven't rolled a D6
You picked it up.
in 45 years. 5.
5. The clock is at 11.
Great.
The air changes around you in this darkness.
Oh, it says I have advantage on Umbral Clock. No, I'm just kidding. Lies and slander.
The air starts to taste like spring rain and forgotten dreams. And you hear snoring, very gentle snoring, like purring kittens. And they're coming from above. You look up. As you look up, the tree line changes to a brand new tree line, just in motion. And you see above you floating wind spirits like jellyfish in the sea, sleeping gently. Glowing lavender and gold under your feet are now spongy carpet moss and lichen. A spirit fox made of twilight stars darts past you. And as you pan around, you see that you're in a completely new space. The fox runs over to a tiny waterfall trickling down some natural stones and vanishes in it. Next to the waterfall, on a natural boulder of stone, covered in moss, you see a fawn woman's face carved into the wall. Beneath the face, you see old candles and old used incense sitting on a stone plate as an altar. You are in a completely different place. You have found yourself at the touch of spirits. You find yourself in a dreamlike grove, the shrine of Mother Wild.
It doesn't seem like it's dark here. Does everybody have the same perception that I do about it not being so dark anymore here?
But this light does not feel like that of the moon.
There is no moonlight. It's all being lit by nature itself. Bioluminescent fungi here and there as well.
Yes.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Is this the correct time to make this offering to this spirit that we were told about? Anyone have any ideas on that?
Oh,
One of us must be sacrificed.
oh my God.
That is different from the way I was thinking of muffins.
Yes, we might not leap to human sacrifice, right?
Put your warhammer away, man.
I like someone who takes charge of the situations. They're very impressive, huh? Yes.
Good sir, I understand your question about potentially using the altar, and I'm wondering, do we feel like we have something that could be given as an offering. I have a few things with me in my satchel. And of course, I have my holy symbol. I don't think it's wise to give that away, but it is a flying squirrel.
You all can determine if you have a mundane object on your person,
Okay.
and that mundane item can be an offering.
I think like I had this like impulse because now I'm feeling very connected to my roots like more than I ever have. I take my dagger and I cut my braid.
As you cut your braid and your hair is freed from the tethers of not just a hairstyle or fashion, but almost society itself, and you see as an Ergin, your hair starts to lift gently, and it moves in its own pattern of the wind, just gently enough. Freed.
I take my braid. There's an altar, right?
There's an altar.
So I'm going to take my braid, and it was like very long. So
Yeah.
it's just this huge, like
It's a snake of
amorphous-
hair.
Yeah. It's like a snake of hair. And I just like impulse, like didn't even say, just did it. And I grab it and I just put it on the altar.
All right.
That was very brave.
Yes, good show, detective. Now let's see if it bears any fruit.
Does anyone else want to do an offering?
I reach into my vest and I pull out a small marble club.
This is my son's. We have a ceremony when our children are young where they must select from a club of wood, a club of snow, or a club of stone. As a child, I was weak and I picked the club of snow and could barely lift it. When my son was born, my father said that the stone one should be of marble. I said, "Do not challenge him so," but he said, "You have failed us in your strength. Your son must prove it on your behalf." My son lifted the marble stone. He is so strong. I am not. I hope this will save him.
I reach over and I put my hand right on his shoulder, but it is very, very high.
Oh yeah, he's so tall.
So I'm having trouble doing it, and I ask Detective Thief
Yep,
for
I'm
a
on
little
it.
help.
Yeah, Detective Thief is about 5'10".
It's better than I am, and that makes us taller. And I just touch his shoulder, but with a little extra.
And I also I have one arm under Sherbert, and then I take my other hand to just.
That was good, Detective.
Do I have something on me?
No, we're trying to comfort you. I'm trying to comfort you.
I accept your comfort.
Your eyes were raining, so we just wanted to make sure.
They were not. They were not.
Misty, it's the mist. It's all the algae.
Lionel, is there anything you'd like to offer?
Well, it's a hard act to follow, I'm afraid. That last one. Yes, I will produce a small magnifying glass.
That catches your eye.
This is
I gave you that for you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
it's come in rather handy over the years to solve a large amount of mysteries, and I'm sorry to say that solving further mysteries in the future might be rather difficult without it, but I think that this is important enough that we find an answer to this and help these children any way we can, and, well, this is all I have, and it is what I can give, so I freely give it. Set it down.
Before I describe what's about to happen, I believe we have some donation names. Brandon Miller, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brandon Miller.
Our wonderful acolyte You are the first to perceive what's happening. And how you perceive it is not just through your eyes, but through your being. You are having a spiritual and religious moment. Everyone else is going to witness through their normal senses. The wind starts to quiet. All the moss and leaves stand perfectly still. The sound of the trickling water on the waterfall fades out. Then you all notice, it's hard not to, a deep motherly voice speaks. Not aloud, but in your mind and your heart. It is the sound of your own mother's voice. Individually, you hear your own mother's. Children of Honeybrook, you have lived on my lands for centuries, and yet you have lived gently. You have asked little and gave so much. For this I see you, I answer you. You have come with heavy hearts. How may I aid you?
I look to Sherbert.
Little tiny dwarf standing in front of this stone wall with a fawn face carving.
I love the idea that I'm still like holding you, but that's probably not it. Like I'm just like
You dropped me a while ago, and I was like, oh, I hope no one saw me as I stood up. But now, I am standing, and with Mother's voice, I am completely calm. And I say, Mother, thank you. We are here because many of your children are suffering. You have imbued me through my priestess with some power, but not enough. We all have our hearts and our skills, but we haven't a cure. Can you help us so we can help your children? And I'm holding on to the staff. And I'm holding on to it, and I'm imagining my priestess. And I'm summoning all of the priestesses that exist. And we are all asking together.
When you imagine your priestess and all the other priests, what you notice in your mind's eye is that they are all there to support you, first and foremost. Because you are putting on the brave face to talk to such an important and powerful spirit. Staining my land with rot. I don't know the name of this spirit. Salvation is beyond my roots, young one. They lie deep in the umbral, where past things linger. But if your hearts are certain, I can open the way.
we're not hearing this, correct?
You are all hearing
we're all
this.
hearing this.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And you would all know the umbral is the underworld of this setting.
What choice do we have? We must go forward.
I look at Detective Thief to ask if she feels the same.
Absolutely. We've come this far.
I look at Lionel, Guild Hall, and ask with my eyes,
Diamond eyes.
with my diamond sparkly eyes.
If this doorway to the umbral can take us to a place that might offer answers to this, then I'm all for it, of course. I'm here to find a solution, and anything I can do to help find that solution, I will do. So, onwards and upwards, as they say. What?
I hold the staff even more tightly in my hand, and I firmly place it into the earth. And I say, Mother, we are resolute. We are up to the task. We are here. Show us the way.
Thank you, Benjamin, for donating. So, what's about to happen? You hear all in your hearts and minds. I shall carry you gently. Your warhammer, it starts to change. Vines of ivy and kudzu grow out of the smallest of cracks and crevices, wrapping around it. All the metal starts to transform into an ancient gold that has not been seen for a millennia. It now has a +3 to attack and damage.
Nice.
Plant your weapon into the foe. Utter his true name. While you do so, then I will find him. You all begin to notice the snoring of spirits have vanished. You look up. They are looking at you, unblinking. You look around, the fox is there, looking at you, unblinking. You've accepted a bargain to go to the underworld.
A bargain.
Vines of kudzu, moss, fungi all wrap around your limbs and your chest. Tight. You do not feel pain, just resistance. What's going through your mind?
I don't remember making a bargain.
This is why I do not trust these wizards and...
That wasn't a word. Okay.
Erica was going through Detective Thieves' mind as the plant life starts to wrap around them, holding them still.
I think to me, I'm still so enamored with how at home I feel
Yeah.
with all of this. So I think I'm intrigued by it, and it feels kind of like a warm hug.
Okay.
The plants wrapping around me.
Okay, so we got a little bit of angry resistance to this. We got just accepting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Julie, how is I keep forgetting your character's name. I see it now.
You can call me Sherbert.
Sherbert.
Toasty Pants, or you can call
Sherbert
me
Toasty
Bert
Pants.
or Birdie.
Birdie.
Birdie. Or
That's adorable.
Thank you. Okay.
Sherbert, how are you feeling as the vines aggressively wrap around you?
I am feeling aggressively attacked by vines.
Okay.
I do not enjoy it. I feel my breathing is constricted, but I am not concerned for myself. I know that this is what the spirits are giving to us. So I trust that there is a reason, and I am just looking to see that my friends are okay.
Lionel.
Two things. One is the thought, I'm certain there's a perfectly rational explanation for all of this. But the second thing is I want to do a quick detect thoughts spell about any thinking being in the area that might be wishing us harm through these plants, to see if I can read that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Which is a 19.
Wow. So you hear you feel the feelings and hear the thoughts of your companions. Then from the plant life, you hear an echo of a multitude of minds, as if plants are creatures themselves, and there's many of them working together to do things. But you hear a haunting chant from them, as if they are being like cultists worshiping a greater power, right? You are hearing that, but it's softer. It is more peaceful. And then you hear from the stone, the fawn woman. There's only one road to the land of the dead. You hear this because you are hearing her thoughts. And everyone's feet start to sink into the lichen. Go ahead, Lionel.
Call out, it's all right, everyone. This is all part of the plan. Trust the spirit. It's all good. See you on the other side.
As he says that, I would like everyone to roll a d6 worth of damage.
Oh, Really? Not kidding. This is all
Wait,
perfectly
what
normal.
HP?
Your HP.
Great. Okay.
You guys all have like single digit health.
1.
One?
So 8.
2. Great.
I have a 6.
You take 6 points of damage.
That's not so good.
Lionel?
It's all perfectly normal. I take 6.
As you all are going down into the earth, you are being mummified and buried alive.
Ooh.
And as you are pulled up to your chin, the last air you breathe is of lavender and honey. And then the last thing you see is this twilight fox staring at you, unblinking.
Total party kill. Awesome.
When Lionel Gildenhall and I have worked together before, I'm assuming. We've known each other for a little while.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming because he brings, I bring like the earthly skill and he brings like the detective skill.
Yeah.
But when he says, like obviously I am a little freaked out as well, but when he says it's all perfectly normal, like he's always a little, he's always making the joke. But I know that if something was wrong, I trust him 100%.
Mm-hmm. If he was actually concerned, he would say he's concerned.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So that gives me some peace.
Let's see. You rolled on the umbral. You rolled on the umbral. Julie, can you roll on the umbral?
Okay. Was that a D6
It's a
as
D6.
well? Okay.
The clock is at 11.
Okay. Okay. Come on, no whammies. That is a 2.
2. The clock is at 9.
Okay.
Wonderful. The lichen, moss, and even soil wrap around you as you are buried. The grove goes silent as we see just a little bit of struggle of whether it's you or the roots of these plants moving you around. We cannot tell. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you want to help real children and try to end pediatric cancer, please consider donating. You all waken in darkness.
We could use some sort of torch.
I have one.
Thank you so much. Could you use it, please?
We're in complete darkness.
Complete darkness. You hear each other. There's a little bit of echo to your voice, almost like in a cavern.
Everyone all right?
I think so.
So I light my torch.
In fact, you are in some type of cavern, underground. You find that roots and vines are dead. They trickled from the ceiling, and they ripped, and the dead plants are now on you. You can easily just remove them. Let me describe the space just a little bit, because it's a little creepy. You find yourselves on a suspended platform, chained to the crag of reality itself.
Oh.
We're chained?
No, the platform.
Oh, got it.
Next to you is a cliffside, standing over a void so deep that light has forgotten how to echo. On the platform with you looms a 30-foot tall ancient golden door. Its surface is forged of metals covered by sigils. Black ooze leaks from its hinges like blood. Oil steams in the cold air. Chains creak in the tension, holding back the end of things. This door that you see, I would like everyone to roll either a wisdom or intelligence check.
This is by automatic. Historical artifacts and legendary location.
Because of your background, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, he has advantage.
He gets to know
Wow.
because he's just grown up studying.
I would know that, and thus I look to Lord Gildenhall and like he's got this. I whispered to them, I go, He's very coy, but he's incredibly good at his job.
Oh, I rolled an 11 for wisdom. I have a +2, so that would be 13, but also talent +1.
Perfect.
Correct. So that is 14.
14.
I got an 18 with no modifier.
Okay.
I got an 11, but it's I think for me, I would probably I have advantage on finding and disabling traps. Like finding and disabling traps. Could I just like take a cursory glance around and see if there's?
That's a
anything?
great one. Yes. James Taylory, thank you so much for donating. James Daly. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna mispronounce everyone's name who donates. Thank you so much.
It's an extra little gift.
Inspecting the door for traps.
Yeah, because I know I'm not getting anywhere with these sigils. I don't know. I barely know how to read, so I just want to. Yeah.
That's amazing. So we also have 18. I think it was a 13, 14 for your wisdom.
14, yes.
14. And then because you're a myth-born, you have studied so much, you would know what this is. So on the logical side of being a myth-born, this is a ancient artifact. This would have been made maybe, give or take, 10,000, maybe 9,000 years ago. It looks pretty good for its age, other than the ooze and the grime and stuff. You are reading the sigils. You interpret the sigils as desecration. Here bound is the spirit whose name shall not be said above, spirit of withering veins, cradler of quiet souls, Amaliku.
Don't say its name out loud, it'll cause a poster to fall off the wall.
The one behind Detective Thief, a tree fell over there.
You see a tree fall down the endless void. So Amaliku, you read that you're not supposed to say it above. Does that make sense? In the above world. Amaliku is spelled Ameliku.
I did not do that right.
Through your trap detection,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that.
you notice that this door, it's, this thick. What is this? 4 feet? It's about 4 feet thick.
Mm-hmm.
And it is ajar.
Oh, it's a jar?
Yeah, just enough for souls to get through.
Is it obvious that it's a jar? Like I didn't need my trap detection for that?
No, your trap detection helped you look and notice that because there's a lot of ooze and stains building up, and people don't see this kind of door often. As a thief, and you're familiar with doors, this is you right here.
Interesting. Do you choose to tell us all this stuff, Lionel? Or are you keeping this close to the chest?
As it turns out, I have reason to suspect, based on what the spirit above said, that we are now standing in some area of the underworld, and that this portal should be some sort of gate or prison, perhaps, for some spirit known as Ameliku, whose name I would not dare to utter in the world above, but here it seems to be right. Now, if this door is in fact shut, we should be perfectly safe.
And then
However,
I start pushing on it.
And clearly it's not, and we may be in trouble.
It starts opening just a little bit. You hear the grinding of metal. You two, with your wisdom checks. Let's start with the priest. The priest, you hear the whispers of sorrow children beyond the gate. You are being led in the right direction. This is the most a spirit has ever helped you. The greatest, most powerful spirit is giving you exactly what you wanted. Though it cannot guide you too far, it has pointed you in the right direction. You don't hear the sorrow souls of children, but you know that your son is beyond this gate.
Let us push. This door must open. Come, everyone with me.
How am I? So I'm pushing it right now.
Yeah,
And is it moving at all?
a little bit, not a lot. You want to give me a strength check?
Sure, yeah. But as I'm pushing it, strength check, catch it. I don't have advantage. I don't think. 15.
15 is really good.
Yeah, and as I'm pushing it, I'm like, big ornate door. Of course, Lord Gildron knows what it is, and I can barely read.
You feel like the door could be moving faster if it had a little bit more muscle. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
9 plus 4. 13.
13. Being a orc, you're a Goliath orc, right? As you go to help push the door, like right next to you, boom.
Yeah, and I think I'm doing it myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yes. Ah.
All the muscles and strength that you push against the door, you start to see. Oh, sorry. Okay. Just making sure. As you push on this door, the muscles and veins that you normally see like bodybuilders get on their forearms and hands, those start to appear, and through your skin, they glow icy frost. Resonating with your lineage and your heritage, you are pushing beyond picking up just snow. You are not even as strong as stone or marble. You are stronger. You are connecting to the ancient giants who moved mountains. And the door pushes open.
And he's pushing faster than I can even keep up. So like I literally am just like, okay, all right, like I don't need to be here.
Well done. Well done.
I go running after him, and I say, "Did you see your arms? Did you see? Did you see?"
Yes, I saw. No time for vanity. Let us proceed.
Jose, thank you so much for donating. You are a real hero helping real children as we try to help our fantasy children. So, as you guys step through the gate, one more umbral roll. And this time, being in the umbral, it has to be a D8.
All of us?
I think Linen hasn't rolled yet.
Lionel.
It is.
4. We're down to a 5. You step through the gate. You enter a cathedral of some sort. And then you notice it feels like a nursery, just quite a bit. Cribs and beds are suspended like chandeliers. Broken toys float mid-air, and the air hums with the distant lullabies, half sweet, half sorrow.
Once a day, I can call upon a contract to either gain safe rest at a discount or find hidden things. And I'm really intrigued to see if that can play out in the umbral. Like, is there some contract I can call in to be like, is there anything hidden around here? I don't know. That's cool as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what contract could I call in to be like, what amongst this nursery can I find?
Gosh.
Flippin' love
I
you.
gotta have connections
Yeah,
somewhere.
you absolutely do.
Thank you.
I'm
always like, where's the thing?
3 months ago. You were in a dark alley talking to a demon. In normal D&D, it would be a tiefling. These tieflings are tied to the umbral. This one was slightly hooded, but you can see the horns coming through just a little bit. And they paid you for a job, and they said, whenever you're in town, just ask for some help, and I can be there for you.
What do I do? Do I send a carrier pigeon? Do I like ask the sky? What do I do?
There are no pigeons where I'm from. Come on.
I don't know. I don't know what you do.
Good.
What was his name? What was the tiefling's name?
Sean Fivery.
1 second. as I stand at the door of this cathedral.
Yep, as everyone else is going through.
Sean Fivery!
Amazing.
Who in the...
That's it's ridiculous. Sean's name echoes through, if there's a Sean in the chat, please donate. Sean's name echoes through the cathedral. And you awaken spirits in front of you.
You're not Sean Fivery.
You see almost endless children, ghostly children illuminating. And you hear a whisper in your ear from Sean's voice. Good thing I was around, because you were blind.
I was. Maybe I've been blind for a long, long time.
And as you look deeper, you see attached to these children disgusting tethers made of rotting skin, pulled from them, going further into the cathedral, tying all to something in the darkness. And you see the light of the children move through the tendrils into the darkness. And they come to and illuminate just for a moment, like a heartbeat. A cancerous cocoon cracked open.
What is this?
Must be the source of the malady. Perhaps this is the way we can finally defeat it. That Warhammer of yours, perhaps it's time to start smashing things.
Ordinarily, I would agree with you, wizard. But seeing how this is tethered to these children's spirits, I am concerned what destruction would wreak upon them.
I agree.
I also think.
Let me try something. I'm not entirely certain if it will work. So, here's what I want to do.
Before you say that, Alex, thank you so much for donating. Okay, what would you like to do?
This is an unorthodox way of using detect magic. So what I want to cast detect magic, but not to see if it is magic. I'm assuming it is. What I want to do is to understand that if we attack this cocoon, will it cause any harm to the children who are attached to it? And if so, if there is a way to sever the attachment so that we can successfully hurt this thing without hurting them. That's what I'm trying to go for here.
You think that through detect magic, but you know what? If you're casting detect magic, I would like you to roll to cast it as through the Shadowdark rules. It is D20 plus your spellcasting modifier. And what tier is the spell? I think it's a 1 or 2. It's a 1, so DC 11.
22.
22.
Whoa.
Yes, my lord.
My wizard.
My wizard.
Goodness gracious.
That was amazing.
Describe how your character casts this spell, and I will give you the information.
Sketching out the symbols in the air, muttering the magical words under my breath, but also I'm specifically like in my mind's eye, I'm targeting the images of the children and trying to literally draw a line between and the connection to this thing, and I'm looking for any, if there's any sort of obvious breakpoints, like I said, I'm trying to see if it's safe for us to just attack this thing.
Yeah.
And that, I just want to make sure the damage isn't going to come back to the kids through this tether. Is what.
So what you notice is a little bit with detect magic, and then also kind of like peeking to kind of look at it. The tether is attached like a hand grabbing it. Okay. You notice through the movement of the arcane energy that went through them to the cocoon, that the cocoon is drawing life from them. It is not sending anything back.
Oh, so if that gets cut, they will not be harmed.
They will not be harmed. But you worry about attacking the cocoon directly because this is something that you have not faced before. You know that the tethers can be broken, but you're not sure about attacking the cocoon quite yet. Even with a 22, it is, you know how to sever the kids, but the cocoon itself needs a different type of cure.
Okay, well, I will turn to the group and say, well, the good news is that we can successfully sever the connection of the children to this thing, which is drawing their life force into it. The bad news is I'm not entirely certain how to deal with the thing itself, but if it were up to me, I would suggest that we start as soon as we can, trying to physically sever the children or their energies from this thing. I'm not entirely certain if... I have no weapons to do so. I could try and use magic to do something.
I love the picture of a wizard in darkness going, I have no weapons.
Do you think it's something that needs to be done physically with a weapon or magically? Do you know?
Well, Thiefy, there's only one way to find out.
I am.
I
start considering my spells, and I was thinking about cure wounds, but there are so many children. I believe there are too many children for me to cure their wounds. And I also have a concern. Perhaps I'm overthinking. That happens sometimes. Sometimes I have thoughts, and then there are more thoughts, and they go over each. So the cocoon usually means there is some sort of entity inside it. So it's not just a cocoon that is perhaps drawing the life from these beautiful souls, but perhaps something is incubating in there. Is there a way for us to determine so that we can properly figure out how to eliminate the badness? What is inside the cocoon?
I have advantage on rolls to collect shady rumors. Sean?
Oh my gosh.
You see at the edge of darkness 2 reflective eyes like a cat, but you know that's Sean.
Tell me what you know. You live down here in this horrible place.
Almost like he's standing next to you, casting a spell to whisper, so that way no one knows he's there.
Yeah. Do I need to roll, or am I okay?
No, you're good.
I'm locked in.
Hey, Sean.
I love the little eyes. That's great.
He whispers, this is not a great place to be. Just want you to know that up front.
I was aware. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Next thing, if you want to get these kids out of here, hey, you know what? I'm all for it. I love a little bit of chaos. I want you to let you know, though, what's in that cocoon, when that comes out, I'm not here anymore. Hands down.
Do you think we can defeat it? Or is it something we need to trap?
How did you get down here?
Oh god, lots of plants.
Plants? You go to a garden? You might be able to trap it in there. You might be able to kill it. Good luck. If you have you need some magical weapons to do that, but...
Magical, not physical.
I mean, your dagger will do something, but...
Now, I hate to point this out, and I know that I don't actually hear what you're saying, Thiefy. You carry on talking to yourself, it's fine. But I do...
Well, you've met Sean.
You turn, you're looking like, where?
Yes.
You think Detective Thief has an imaginary friend momentarily, and you're like, my friend might be a little bit out there. That's how shady this is for you. That's how easy it is for you and how hard it is for everyone else to detect what you're doing.
I do want to remind us all that the orc's hammer was given some enchantment by... and we were specifically told to plant it into the creature. I believe that creature must be within this cocoon.
Well, shall we do it? Shall we strike the creature, or shall we strike the tethers?
Well, I think we should try the tethers first.
I agree.
Great!
Wait. Before you do, I was wondering if I could also imbue you with some luck. Would that be okay? If I
Wait. Just a thought.
Okay.
If you said that the tethers are sapping life, so if we cut the tethers, we weaken the creature within.
That's the hope.
Yes.
And then hopefully once we do that, the creature will be weak enough that we can possibly defeat it.
Yes.
John, you're not needed anymore. Goodbye.
He's so gone, he's silent.
I would like to cast Bless on my friend here.
Make haste, I wish to strike.
It's heavy. Yeah.
Is that would that be useful? Do you think? I'm still learning.
What is the tier of the spell?
That is a tier 2 spell.
Tier 2. So all you need to do is roll a spellcasting check with your wisdom modifier
Okay.
and your talent. So you have a +3 to the roll.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is roll 12 or higher, and the spell is casted.
Okay, great. Okay, good luck to me. Well, I did not. It is a 6.
You go to cast a spell. You're a little bit of nervousness kind of hits the fingertips, and you lose the ability to cast the spell for the rest of the day until dawn.
I know, I'm sorry.
Would the orc like to strike?
I would like to strike.
So I lift my ancient golden warhammer,
Just like tap it. Just see what happens.
and I notice that the tether is the ethereal child form that I see attached to the tether. I suddenly realize that this is my kid.
In fact, they look up. And this is the first time you feel like you're seeing your kid since they have fallen under the curse. Because unconscious, you feel disconnected and lost and worried. Here you feel bonded and connected.
Ignaf, it is you. I strike this for you, my son. I will have the strength I have not had before. I shall strike!
And I slam it down.
Dust lifts. As it lands, frost spreads across the ground. The veins in your arms glow bright. The tether, like a snake with its head cut off.
Of all of them?
Just his chest.
Just Ignaf.
All the other veins start to curl in pain from the frost, though. Your child fades from this place. You can only hope that you just freed your child. And you look among the room, there are so many other children, just so many other parents who cannot come here and save them. But then you hear from the cocoon, "You cannot have what I have taken." Rising from the cocoon,
I'm not gonna like this.
long fingernails and fingers, very muscular in the sense that they have no fat on their body, but a lot of lean mass. Lifting out of the cocoon, you see a nearly 10-foot tall elven body covered in chunks of ooze, but with the head of a bull. As it steps out, you see all the tethered veins going into its back and up to the shoulders and dressing him like a cloak. And then he reaches in the cocoon and pulls out a giant battle axe made of bone and rusted metal. Steps forward and speaks. "You stink of life and delusion. Shall I peel those off of you first?" Hey, everyone roll initiative. Oh, God. Go ahead and roll a d20 plus your dexterity.
That's not gonna be good.
Hey, everybody.
Oh.
While we go into battle and saving children, consider being a hero and saving children, too. You can donate in the link down below in the description, and I guarantee you your donation will be natural 20s. Unlike what seems to be everyone else's here.
I rolled a 23, okay?
Legendarily, I would just like to say that with a disadvantage on dexterity of a -1, I have rolled a 1.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
16 plus 2.
2? Okay, so we got an 18. Erica?
I rolled a 23.
Thank you very much. Lionel?
I'm
Trevor's name is Lionel.
Lionel Gildenholm.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your number.
Oh, 9.
9. Thank you very much. So how initiative is going to work is we're going to start with the highest roll, and then we're going to move around the room from Erica to Trevor to Julie to JP, and then finally me, Amaluke. I cannot pronounce my own name.
Amaliku.
Amaliku. Thank you so much. I'm so nervous right now,
I
guys.
can only say it here because we are in the underworld.
That's true.
But later, I won't say it.
Perfect.
What is my
Those are the
attack?
rules.
Okay, but I have a 0. I don't even know if I can talk anymore.
All right. So, Erica, your air djinn is first to act.
How far away am I from this guy?
About near distance, 30 feet.
There's no way I could maneuver myself such that I'm hitting him so he'd be unaware of my attack.
You could roll dex to get a stealth.
I'm good at sneaking. I have advantage on sneaking.
You can roll that, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
If you succeed, you can do what you want. If you don't succeed, that's your action.
Great. It's a 5. Great. It's a 9. Come on. 11, 15.
15. Let me roll to spot you. I have to beat a 15.
Don't do it.
I don't beat a 15 on a 3. All right.
My will is law.
Describe to me how you disappear and
Ooh, baby. There's a bunch. So sorry. There's a bunch of cradles in this cathedral, and then
hanging like chandeliers, and then the floor is littered with the sad souls of children tethered to this demon.
Okay. I can actually hop once a day because I'm an air djinn up to nearing height. Wait, crap! I already did it. No, I
Spending
didn't.
resources too soon.
No. It says in double near and distance. Well, I have advantage on climbing and like jumping and stuff.
You kind of want to parkour your way around.
Yeah. Can I parkour?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and describe how your parkour happens.
Oh gosh. Are there like pews in this cathedral?
Absolutely.
So I'd like to. I don't want to provoke an attack of opportunity.
There's no such thing in Shadowdark.
Oh, great. Never mind. That doesn't exist. It's not real.
Great.
Bye.
Actions and movement. That's all you get.
Okay, cool, great. So I'd like to hop. I am pretty live, even though I can't do like my double jump or anything. But I'm gonna hop. I would like to jump and hop from top of pew to top of pew to mildly behind him because he's in the middle, right? You said.
Yeah, he stepped forward. Yeah.
Great. I'd like to quick like a bunny hop behind and then hop. Can I hop up? Did you say like chandeliers?
Yeah, you can. With parkouring, you can hop, grab the beds and the cradles that are acting as if they are chandeliers in the air.
Yeah, I'd like to hop up. I feel like I'm in Naruto. This is amazing. So like hop up if I can.
Absolutely.
This is wild that I'm even able to do this. Hop up behind and then attack maybe from behind and in the sky.
Yeah, so you jump up from the pews to the to a bed. When you grab the bed, it starts to spin with gravity. You quickly climb over it, and you are doing a little bit of walking on a log for a second, and you jump to the next one, and you somersault onto the behind the demon. You're looking up at it, and go ahead and roll me an attack.
Okay. Can I? I'm trying to think.
And because he can't spot you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You roll the attack with
Backstab.
advantage, and
Yeah.
your backstab is triggered.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So it'd be your dex plus d20. Go ahead and roll that with advantage.
That's a 17. So that's a 21. Oh no, that's a 7. My bad. Oh, 13. Okay. 17.
17 hits.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 17 hits.
Am I doing melee? Am I allowed to do it with my bow and arrow at like really close range?
I'll allow that, yeah.
I love
You land right behind.
And I just just sink it.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me some damage. So the bow does
I'm actually not sure. I don't think it's. I see dagger. Range D20 plus dex.
Plus dex, which we rolled the attack, no problem. So your damage, I think you have a short bow. Yeah, so it's a D4. So D4 plus 2 more D4s. So 3 D4.
But is that with this?
Yeah,
Or?
that's with backstab and
Okay.
everything.
Is this it? This is it.
That's a D4. It's the crazy triangle.
Yeah, the crazy triangle. That's a 2.
That's a 2.
So 3 D4s. 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Plus 1. 4 points of damage as the arrow sinks into his back. Let's get a cool soundbite there. Pain. I was born before it.
What'd you say?
Turns around and looks at you. Red burning eyes as if they're made of the center of the earth.
You said we smell like life. You smell like ass.
And we move over to Lionel. The demon is facing away from the party.
Perfect. I'm going to do what no wizard has ever done in the history of combat in D&D. I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
You're gonna cast Magic Missile. Bryce, we missed your donation. I'm sorry for missing your shout out. Thank you so much. You are saving lives and helping children. You're amazing. Go ahead and roll your spell casting. I believe it's DC 11 for Magic Missile. And you have advantage.
Oh, I do. Great. Good then.
Oh, is he facing me now? So he's facing away from everyone else? All according to plan.
15 with advantage because the first one was 7, so that wouldn't have been good. So I did hit it. I'm going to do D4 damage as the glowing force bolts hurl across the room, slamming into the back of the thing. And because I've got this Cloak of Thoth, I get to add my intelligence modifier to the total damage, which is
That's right.
total of 6 damage to the back of the thing's head. Wham, wham, wham.
Amazing. Did you roll Magic Missile's a D4? Did you roll a natural 4 on that?
3 plus.
3? Okay. I want to let everyone know if you roll max damage on your die, it explodes. You get to add another roll to that. Can I get the names that I have just missed? Eric and Mary Rose, thank you so much. If this is the Mary Rose that I think it is, you're amazing.
If it isn't,
You're also amazing.
Eric, you're also amazing if you're the Eric that I think you are too. The magic missile. What does it look like? What does your missile look like? And as it hits his back and severs 8 children from the tethers.
Perfect. Well, in that case, it starts off as like a big like crossbow bolt, but as it gets closer to him, it splits into 8 different little bolts and slices off the tethers, and then comes back around and smacks him in the back of the head.
Amazing. Those 8 children among you see fade away. The room just starts to get a little bit darker.
I will move backwards as well, out of range of that big.
You take a step back. Absolutely.
Oh, can I say that I did that as well?
You used your movement.
No, I'm in range. Okay.
Birdie.
My friends call me Birdie. So I put my hand on my sword. And I do the extendo sword thing, and I go, and it gets really long, like surprisingly long.
Okay.
And
It's like pole vault at this
it's
point.
a lot, yeah, and it's a lot for me, but that's okay, because right, I am nervous and shaking, but I am also excited because this is a time for spells. I would like to cast Holy Weapon. As I am holding my own sword, and I'm sure you're gonna tell me I can't do that till you tell me if I do it well or not.
That's right.
Okie dokie.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Okie dokie.
What's the tier level on the spell?
It is a tier 1 spell.
DC 11.
It lasts for 5 rounds, but
Amazing.
I can only use it at 5 feet.
Your sword,
It's
tip of your
in
sword.
my hand.
Your tip of your sword is 5 feet away
Right,
now.
it's 5 feet away.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And it's a D20, right?
That's correct.
And this is wisdom for me? Okay.
Plus your talent. So
Right.
I think it's
So,
plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay, let's.
Okay.
Okay, 13 plus 3, I have 16.
Amazing. Describe how you make your weapon holy.
First thing I do is I take my other hand and I put it on the redwood staff that my priestess gave me, with which I can communicate with Mother Wild. And I actually touch the hilt of my sword to the redwood staff. And I bring forth blessings of the power of Mother Wild, knowing that Mother Wild needs our help as much as all the children do. And so I ask this sword with all of my might and my blessings to be able to not only sever the tethers with the children, but also to murder bloodfully the demon.
Do you say that out loud?
I do, because I want you to hear bloodfully, so
I know.
everybody says it.
I'm like sitting there like bloodfully.
Actually, write it down. Like, I gotta say that in the next tavern. As the redwood staff touches your weapon, the bark begins to grow over the metal and starts to move aggressively, like it has a will of its own, to the other end. Eventually, the bark itself of the whole staff leaves your hand, as if the staff came to life and used your weapon as a bridge. And it goes straight through him. You see almost like a giant wooden sword covered in moss and now green blood dripping, and then pulls back.
I have to like bend back a little.
Yeah, you're like,
to, like,
whoa!
Avoid it. Yeah.
It's that Terminator 2 like metal moment. You're like, whoa! And then the wood retracts and covers the blade of your weapon, and your weapon comes to a small sword, and it stays together, bound and magical and holy.
Did I get some of the goo on me? So some of the goo splash onto me, like his like primordial ooze.
Yes.
Good job.
I want you to know that it tastes like the worst thing you've ever eaten.
I just whisper, I knew it.
Julie, can you go ahead and roll damage for me? Your sword is a D4, and then whatever the extra damage that comes from Holy Weapon, I believe it's a D6.
Let's find out. It doesn't. Hold on. Okay. First, I do the first thing you said.
Correct.
Okay. The first thing is the 4. It is a 2, please.
That's a 2. All right, and then let's roll the 6 for Holy Weapon.
And it says the weapons become and has +1 to attack and damage rolls. Okay. That is a 6 +1. That is a 7.
Well, that's a 6 on the D6.
That is correct, sir.
You get to roll the D6 again and add the next roll on top.
Very exciting. That is a 5 +1. That is a 6. So that is a large number.
I believe that is 14.
It is. Well, it was. I think it is a 13 because it's 5 +1 is 6, and then the other one was a 6 +1, which is 7.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You deal 13 points of magical.
Oh yeah, it's like holy damage. Is that
damage
Oh wow,
to this
yeah.
demon of
Yeah.
cancer and corruption.
Yes.
He is standing there with a 3-inch diameter hole in his torso. They can, if it was bright enough, they could maybe see you through the hole.
Yes.
And it's still standing, like you just blew a hole through Jason. If Jason donates, thank you, Jason.
Or Freddy.
Michael, we're not picky.
Yeah.
JP, it is your turn.
Great. I would just like to say that I know I picked a warhammer, but only after that did I was like, oh, I have a short sword. Well, shit.
Your short sword is a warhammer now.
Great, cool. All right, so we're just going to forget it. Just forget that ever happened.
I'm going to look up the damage for a warhammer.
So do I, what
Also like a magically imbued warhammer.
Yeah, you have a plus
from
3.
the wild.
Right,
You have
yes. +3. I
plus
remember
3,
that.
1d10 damage.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So what do you want to do on your turn? I know you want to use your hammer,
Yeah.
but go ahead and paint the picture of what you would like to do.
So I am a bit left of center, furthest back, from everybody else at this point. And to my left are a whole string of children's souls that are still tethered.
Yes.
I want to get a running start, drag my hammer on the ground, slashing through these tethers as I go.
Oh my god.
And then just get a running jump and just full on like plant it in its skull. While shouting,
Eat this, Pennywise!
Freaking amazing. I would like you to roll a strength check. And that's going to help determine how many children you free in this moment.
10.
10?
Plus, do I do this thing?
Yeah, plus 3.
4.
You free 14 children as you're running by with your hammer, dragging across the ground. The ancient golden metal sparks light in this room like a welder. The children behind you vanish, being freed. You can only hope if their parents are having the same experience you are. And then you leap. Go ahead and roll me an attack. So D20 plus strength.
17 plus 4.
Freaking amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
The hammer right into the back of a bull's head. Go ahead and roll your damage, 1d10.
I'd like to also say that I am again coated in primordial ooze. It's just
Snot.
raining
It's
down
snot.
on it.
This
just,
one's snot.
Oh my, because I'm the only one he's facing, so it's all just.
And
Yeah.
we can smell you from here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gross, and
And
you know it's me.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it as
yeah.
we're seeing it in slow-mo, and it looks like just the most parody version of like sexy woman on car.
Yeah, it's just you just keep. It just keeps happening.
You get the
3.
You rolled a 3 plus 3, so total of 6.
that extra plus 3 damage from the magic that you said
Yep,
earlier.
exactly. So we got 6 points of damage. And then you scream, take this, Pennywise. How did that go again? I couldn't remember. I'm so sorry.
Eat this, Pennywise!
Ah, thank you. That's the right. Let's see what he says, because that's a great headshot.
Oh, he drooled on me too. Oh, there's drool now. Oh God.
You've lost track of what substance it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like,
A bath is required.
yeah.
Not a shower, a bath. Maybe in the ocean.
Silkwood.
Does anyone have, was it prestidigitation? Please.
He speaks. Keep fighting. The silence tastes sweeter. It is his turn.
Oh, can I cast a spell when it isn't my turn by chance?
Technically, no, but what are you trying to do?
I don't know. I was thinking about like protection from evil and stuff.
Who would you cast it on?
The bad guy.
The bad guy.
Well, no, just because I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
I messed up.
Oh, good.
So let's see. Well, it should really be detective thief.
I believe it's a touch spell.
It's close at 5 feet.
All right.
So I guess I'm a little far.
You're a little far.
So that would have to be on my turn because I would have to move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's his range? Like his attack range? It's pretty wide. I'm assuming.
You're within it, yeah.
I used a bow and arrow. You know what I mean? I should have thought about this.
You said you wanted to shoot an arrow up close.
I know. I said I wanted to sink it. My mistake.
Uh,
All in pursuit of being cool.
well, now I get to do some cool stuff, guys. Not cool for you, cool for me. And before this cancerous evil demon goes, go ahead and please donate to the chat. If you donate $50 or more, I will give the demon disadvantage on his attacks. I will wait just a moment to see if they come in.
My goodness.
Thank you very much.
Here's a question.
Yes.
Just throwing this out here. Is his eyesight particularly good?
He looked right at you, that's true.
Well, here's the thing.
Wait, he also just got hit in the head.
I am covered in primordial ooze and very good at sneaking and hiding. I'm just saying.
That's true. And you, yeah, you know what? That's very true. We'll find out on your turn.
Okay.
If you have evasion or whatever that is.
I don't think I do. I should, though. Yeah, I mean, I should.
All right, so let's see. What special ability would I like to use? I got a list right here.
Totally rude.
Oh, at the top of my turn, I'd like you to roll a DC 15 for his ability of necrosis being touched in his primordial goo.
Oh, God. All in pursuit of flavor, and you do this to me?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wait, sorry, a D what?
DC 15, so a D20.
Yeah.
And it's your con, which is a +0, so you have to roll 15 or higher.
Okay. It's a 7.
It's a 7? All right.
These dice are going
Your
away.
HP drops down to 1.
Oh.
Healing spells on you are now a DC 15 or higher.
Oh,
no.
And once you're healed, your HP will go back to normal.
Sick. Okay. Except he can now attack me, right?
Yeah.
I'm at 1 health.
You're at 1 health.
Great.
All right, so we're going to have Amaliku do an attack on Detective Thief.
Don't like it.
This might be it for me, gamers.
He raises up his axe. And then rather than swiping down and crushing you, he kind of twists it. And as he twists it, the ozone around it starts to spark and twist. And then he points it and jolts down, and he casts lightning bolt on you.
That doesn't sound good.
Do. All I have to do is roll 13 or higher, unless someone...
I'll donate the $50 myself.
We have Mark Wolf, who donated $50. So I roll at a disadvantage. Oh, I still rolled really high. We have... I got a 13. I need to roll a 13. Oh, the other one was a 15. I got you. So as the sparks jolt and build up, lightning lights up the place. Everyone's...
Is the goo a bad conductor, perhaps?
That is an amazing question right now. Go ahead and roll a d20 and see if you can survive this.
That is a 4.
Nothing's going on.
You take...
I have 1 health.
You take 14 points of damage.
Great.
So you get dropped down to 0.
Yeah.
This is what's about to happen.
Oh, no.
If anyone out there is familiar with Daggerheart, there's a thing called death by choice when you reach 0 HP. So I would like you to choose one of the 3 things.
Okay.
1, Blaze of Glory. You get to make an immediate critical success on an action, but you immediately die afterwards. Second choice, you go unconscious. You describe a scar that you take.
A scar that I take?
Mhm. A scar from going unconscious from the damage of the lightning.
Oh, gotcha.
And then you kind of just wait till you can be revived. You kind of just like, don't want to die yet kind of choice. Third one is called Risk It All, where Erica could roll a d20. And if she rolls 11 or higher, you get all your abilities and health back. If you roll below 10 or lower, you immediately die. It's up to you. How would you like to go?
I think I might want to risk it all.
There we go.
And then I just...
Let's find out what happens.
Oh, man. Please, can you please just...
11 or higher.
It's a 9.
Oh, no. No advantage. No nothing.
It's okay.
Lightning
It's okay, guys.
strikes.
I tried.
How does the
There's no modifier for that.
There's no modifier for that.
Damn it.
Lightning surges through you. You see, kind of in the cartoon way, where you kind of see the lightning go through somebody. But it's happening because Detective Thief is made of air.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you fall to the ground, dead.
If you die in the Umbral world, do you die in real life?
That's a fantastic question. I hope you can be resurrected before that answer comes to us.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Lionel,
Oh no.
you witnessed what happened.
You're my best friend, Lionel. Don't lie about it.
Looking at her body, thinking, well, I'm downright chuffed at that. Let's see. Well, I can't save her now. If only she hadn't risked it all, I might have...
Risked it for the biscuit.
Okay, well, I cry out in severe irritation, which is a emotional outburst for Lionel. Since I can't seem to help her at the moment, I will, in fact, try and help my still living friend, blasting the thing again with another magic missile. Now, do I have advantage in this or not?
Magic missile always has advantage.
Oh, good to know.
Is there a power of friendship advantage?
If you had disadvantage, yes.
Okay.
42 is a success, and
Care
I
Bear
roll
stare.
plus as well, and it is a 4. So does it explode?
Your magic missile explodes. Go ahead and roll another.
Yes.
Or twice?
You go roll twice.
But does it explode again? I rolled another 4.
It does. It keeps going.
Okay, we're up to 8. Plus another 4! I wish I could prove this to you.
Keep rolling, my friend. We're
my
at 12 points of damage from one magic missile.
1 is 13, and then my cloak makes it 16 damage.
Whoa.
Take that, killer of my friend.
This juicy, amazing, powerful magic missile. Can you please describe how this wizard in the Umbral casts this spell?
Yes, in fact, the charge for this power comes from the body of my fallen comrade. He is made of air, and the latent electricity within her combines with the bolts of force to smash that demon in multiple places. Ha ha! Ha ha! Huzzah!
And I'm all up under him. So like
More goo on the body.
I'm just my dead body is being desecrated further. My beboogered body.
You're beboogered.
Oh my god.
Good.
Amazing. This creature is below half health. You're seeing burn marks, skin missing. Freaking amazing. Would you like to move somewhere, or you feel pretty confident where you're at, Lionel?
Back as far as I
Back.
can.
Back. You found a wall. You're like, great. Julie. Birdie.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Okay. Well, is there any way that I can see or detect, perhaps, because there's a magical entity here that I can see where Amaliku's greatest vulnerability lies?
Absolutely.
And how do I detect that, please?
Through the will of your holy weapon.
Okay.
It's not going to be like a compass that points you to where you go, but it drives confidence into your soul that you can feel that when you strike, it will guide your blow to where it needs to go.
Okay. And do I need to roll for that, or is that simply?
That is simply happening.
That's simply imbued.
Yeah, it's simply imbued.
Okay. So I would like to extend my holy weapon, which is still the same as before because of 5 rounds. Right?
Yep,
Right?
exactly.
We're still here. So cool, right? And he looked at me. He's like, "Oh, you knew something." Cool, great. Every time I do this, I'm like, "Oh, it's all new." So I extend my extremely long extendo sword, which is still covered in the redwood
You see the bark
staff.
just grow and crawl and expand.
And if I may, just before I use my weapon, I would like to cast a spell
Absolutely.
on the creature.
Okay.
And I was thinking I would like to smite, because I want fire on the creature.
All right. So.
You look disappointed with my choice.
No, I'm not disappointed. So, because you're trying to attack and a spell at once.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which one do you want to have disadvantage on? The attack or the spell?
The spell.
The spell. All right. So you're going to cast a spell. I believe Smite is a tier 2?
It is tier 2, and because it's up to 30 feet, so I figured because I'm not that close right now, that would, if possible, weaken our demon so that I could get even closer to really do damage with my holy weapon.
Absolutely.
That's my theory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You go ahead and roll for your spell. You're going to roll twice and choose the lowest number that you roll.
Okay. I think it's a D6, yeah?
No, the D20 to cast a spell.
Oh, just kidding.
Oh, for smite.
Right, for smite. That's right, because it takes 1d6 damage. Okay.
It is a 2.
Do you want to roll again to see if you get a lower number? Or do you want to stick with the 2?
I think it's good.
All right. As you go to cast smite, and as you attack, Amaliku turns, and with the will of his palm, energy comes out and closes your hand before you can cast the spell. But then you go quick with your extended wooden sword made of redwood oak. Go ahead and roll an attack for me. D20 plus strength.
Eek. That is a 13 plus 1 for strength.
Yep,
Yes, that's 14.
that is... You just barely hit. As the sword with, not smite, holy weapon, goes into him yet again. The bark leaves the blade just for a moment to go all the way through him like a spear.
The most vulnerable place.
Most vulnerable place. It goes right through and then comes out right here as if it would turn inside, making an unnatural wound. Comes out, goes into the back onto the blade, and he starts to stumble. And he kneels. His knee almost crushes you, but doesn't. Luck.
I mean, at this point, who cares?
I mean,
Who
she's
cares? And he is kneeling, bleeding out green blood.
bloodfully.
Bloodfully. He's bloodfully bleeding out. Beautiful turd. What is the damage that you caused? It's a D4 plus a D6.
One, hold on, plus a 6. Let me go over here. Oh. It's a total of 3.
3.
Oh, man.
You got him to his knees.
Yeah, well.
His head lands in a perfect position for you to just hammer away.
Alrighty. So yeah, I think it would be I dropped out of T-ball, but I'm imagining that this is basically what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so full on wind up T-ball swing.
T-ball swing.
Mm-hmm.
Do they even say anything before they swing? What do they see when they look into this demon's eyes before they swing?
I see fear.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's exciting. I want to know that he's experiencing the same thing that I've seen in myself, in my own eyes, in my wife's eyes, in my, in the parents of those around me.
Absolutely.
So I don't think I say anything. I think it's more just a grunt of satisfaction, like. Huh.
And you swing as hard as you can. Go ahead and roll with advantage since he's in perfect reach.
Advantage just roll twice. Right?
Yep, and pick the highest number.
Well, not that one. That's a 5. 19.
Yes.
Yee.
Go ahead and describe how you kill this demon.
Yes.
Yes.
Whose name is
Amaliku.
Amaliku,
I think his name is Pee Pee Poo Poo.
and also Pee Pee Poo Poo. Go ahead and describe.
All right. So, yeah, that grunt of satisfaction. Wind up. Bring the warhammer. It tears his head fully off of his body. Bounces on the ground. Fairly close enough to me that I can pick it up.
Oh, Yes, please give me this imagination.
So, and full on the last poor Yorick, I pick it up and and I say,
Now you know how I felt.
As his head hits the ground, all the children's souls. The room starts to get darker and darker. You're beginning to lose sight of dead detective thief.
I want to. If I have a chance, I'm going to run to her body and grab it.
Okay, you run. You go and you grab the body. The room starts to get darker and darker. Pitch black. Light of morning spills over a tree line into your eyes. The breath of the forest is around you, the rustling of leaves, the soft breeze, the smell of wet earth. As morning comes, you are at the tree line just outside Honeybrook. You are not lost in the wild. You are home. You have your friend in arms. Beyond the tree line, you hear high-pitched laughter from the sound of children. You hear the kicking of balls, the playing of games, and you swear you start to see the elderly crying, holding their grandchildren, the parents holding their children. You have not just saved some kids, you have what it looks like to save all the kids. What would we like to do with Detective Thieve's body?
I would like to ask a question.
Yes.
Because I do have very special diamond eyes.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, even though Detective Thief is technically dead.
Mm-hmm.
mostly dead.
Thank
Mostly
you. I
dead.
was really, truly hoping you would do it. Like I willed you to do it in my head. Because of this, I am wondering if I were to give Detective Thief one of my diamond eyeballs, might it help restore her life?
Absolutely.
Do you have to gouge out one of my eyes?
No, it's my eye. I have to give you my eyeball. Hang on.
You walk up to Detective Thieve's body.
Mm-hmm.
You kneel. You place your hand on their heart. You close your eyes. Which eye would you like to lose to save someone's life?
I would like to lose my left eye because it is closest to my heart, and I want her to know that she's loved.
Julie.
Go ahead and describe to me how you come back to life.
Is the eye in my eye?
No. She sacrifices her eye.
Oh, it just
and it
dissipates.
It dissipates and creates energy to bring your life back.
All the sparkling diamond dust around you.
Oh my gosh. I sputter to life. I'm very confused. Am I still covered in goo?
A little bit, yeah.
I have a lot of goo in my system.
Yeah.
You
gotta go take a bath for eventually,
Yeah. I would even say if you're like, well, where are you over me?
I'm right. I remember my hand was over your heart.
I definitely in a spit take cough some goo up. It's all
fine.
coming out.
That's fine.
Yeah. I'm just like, did we do? Where are we? Where did we? Sean? And then I look up and I see everyone, and I see that we're in the town. Where are we right now? The town.
Right on the edge of the forest, looking at the town. You hear it?
Was it a dream? Did we ever go into the forest?
And I just kind of I look right at Detective Thief, and I kind of wink at her with my one diamond eye.
Do I know? I would know that you can, if you.
You would know.
Diamond eyes. You
Diamond eyes from red iron dwarves who are priests give up their eyes. to resurrect people.
If you're over me, I just pull you into like a big bear hug.
And I like the squeezes.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think anything even needs to be said. I think I just know, and yeah, I'd say probably like happy to still be here. Thank you.
Happy you're here.
You all wander out of the forest, the edge of it. Taking the forest trail back to the main road, you come to the watchtower and the little cottage next door. Among the children, you don't see your child. The door is not open. Would you like to open the door to your home?
Yes.
You open the door, and I would like you to describe what you see in front of you.
I see my child laying in the bed. And my wife is lying next to him and petting his head, and for a moment I feel like I failed. But she looks up at me with tears in her eyes and a big smile. And she says, I was hoping you'd come back before he fell back asleep, but he played so hard that he got tired.
Oh.
And I am overcome, and we embrace, and when we separate, she says, it was the strangest thing. He coughed this up. And she holds up the stone club. And all I can do is laugh.
Beautiful. Lionel, detective, the curse has been clearly dispelled. You both return to your respected patrons, explain the events that happened. Not, or do you, repeat the name out loud of the demon?
Oh.
No.
All right.
In fact, I will say to the detective, I will say, it is contingent upon us to never again speak that name. But I fear that while we have vanquished the beast for now, it may remain an eternal threat. Speaking of the name could bring it back. I think you and I have to keep this little secret between us.
I literally, you're good because I don't remember the name. I'm just going to call him Pee Pee Poo Poo. Remember, I can't read.
Yes. You know what, detective? I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I kind of miss eking out adulterous affairs. I think I need a few of those now. I'm just taking pictures and such. Oh, God. Let's go get a coffee.
Our dear acolyte, you return. You go to pull the sword out. But instead, when you reach the sword, it is just the staff. Your elder priestess walks up to you. Oh, my dear. Look at you. A full priest. Thank you for doing what I couldn't. And saving those that we both care for.
Thank you for teaching me how to care for all and not just for one.
And we fade out, and that is our story. Good job, everybody.
Yay! Oh my gosh, it's so fun.
Thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
thanks
you.
for having us.
Thank you. Yes.
Yay.
Great job, guys.
Of course.
Come in and
Trevor,
polish
you're
your
amazing.
shoes real quick.
Oh, my dice!
Not my dice.
Fantastic. Well
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you all. Thank you for all
Thank
your
you.
donations. Linda! Mwah!
Linda's
You
the
guys.
best. We love
Right?
Linda.
We love
Yeah. Linda Lee Lindbeck, baby.
I share her daughter with her.
Hey, everybody. I get to now stop being a game master and going back to technical director.
Oh.
Thank you so much. We're going to take a 2-minute break, And who's up after us?
Wish Julie happy birthday.
Thank you.
Birthday to Julie.
Happy birthday to
Julie.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
That was beautiful.
Happy birthday tomorrow to JP.
Happy birthday from Steve Bloom.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh my gosh, all the way from Hawaii.
Wow.
Happy birthday tomorrow, my friend.
Thank you.
Happy
tomorrow.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Okay,
you.
well,
Happy birthday to JP.
Happy birthday to you.
We're
Thank
very
you.
happy on the day that you were born.
thank you.